Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video, let's do a practical 10-point comparison between the value flagships out there. That is the Redmi K20 Pro, then we have the new Realme X2 Pro, and the OnePlus 7T. So let's do that. And in terms of specs, all of them are very close to each other, and these are sort of value flagships. So what I have done is I've made a 10-point comparison so that you can have an idea which one is a better smartphone for you. And out of the box, guys, all of these smartphones perform very well. Yes, the OnePlus 7T and the new Realme X2 Pro have the new Snapdragon 855 Plus SoC, but again, it's not much different from the Snapdragon 855 that we find on the K20 Pro. So first, let's talk about the styling. As you can see, we have all the three smartphones, and from the front, again, you'll notice that the OnePlus 7T and the X2 Pro, that's the Realme X2 Pro, have this notch design, whereas we have this full screen design on this one, because for the front facing camera we have the pop-up on this one. And also, if we just talk about the styling and looks, I would say this Redmi K20 Pro looks the best. I would say this is a lot more stylish, at least not the red color, but the black one looks a lot better. Second, if I have to rate in terms of styling, would be this OnePlus 7T. Some of you don't like this camera setup like this, but I feel this is actually pretty good also in terms of styling. And lastly, I would say in terms of styling, I would pick this Realme X2 Pro. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is that it just looks like any other Realme device, as you can see. But anyways, let's move to the next topic. And this is about the screen. Again, all of them have an Super AMOLED screen, but again, it's a different panel. Whereas this Redmi is using a standard 60 Hz screen, whereas on both the OnePlus 7T and even the Realme X2 Pro, we have a higher 90 Hz refresh screen, which is actually great, I would say, for scrolling and stuff. For example, if you go to display and if we go to screen refresh rate, as you can see, you can change between the 60 and the 90 on both the OnePlus 7T and this Realme. So again, in terms of that area, I would say I would give the edge to the Realme and the OnePlus 7T. Now let's move to the next section, and this is regarding charging. And here I would say let's start with this this Redmi K20 Pro. The K20 Pro, in the box we get an 18-watt fast charger, but it supports charging up to 27 watts. But if you want that fast charging, you have to buy the charger separately, because it comes with the 18-watt charger. Now, if we talk about the OnePlus 7T, fortunately now the OnePlus 7T comes with a faster 30-watt charger. Wrap charger earlier was 20 watts, but now we are getting a 30-watt charger. So that's actually a nice thing. But I was really surprised with the results with this Realme X2 Pro. It comes with the SuperVOOC 50-watt fast charger, and it's just crazy, guys. It really makes a difference, I would say. Again, it's not even in the same ballpark compared to this Redmi. The amount of charge that you can get in just 20 minutes is insane on this one. So in terms of charging, we just simply do not have any competition. It just charges way faster, and I like the fact that Realme is not charging us extra. The 50-watt SuperVOOC charger comes inside the box. So in terms of charging speeds, definitely this Realme is the winner. We don't have any competition. In fact, as of now in India, this is the only smartphone that you're getting as of now with that 50-watt fast charging. Others give that 18, 20, OnePlus, etc. is giving 30, but this is giving 50-watt fast charge. So charging, definitely this is. To give you an idea, I used the Fold also, as you guys know, and this has that 18-watt fast charging. But after using this one, I've been testing this one for the last 7-8 days. The charging on the Fold, though it's an 18-watt fast charger, looks slow when compared to this one. This one, in just about 25 minutes, it gets the job done. I would say more than like 65 to 70% charge is there, which is very, very surprising. Once you get used to this sort of charging, the regular fast charging 18-watt, 20-watt looks to be slow. It's that much of a difference. Anyways, let's move to the next one. And this is about the speakers on this one. And again, I feel this is a very important thing after charging. The amount of experience that you get when you're consuming video depends on the speaker. The speakers on this, Xiaomi's, Redmi K20 Pro is not bad. It's just a single speaker though. It does not have a stereo stereo speaker. So it's good enough, it's loud, but again, it's just a single speaker. So it doesn't give you that very immersive feeling. Whereas both this Realme as well as the OnePlus have a proper stereo speaker setup, and that makes a huge difference while you are watching movies or consuming videos. So in terms of speakers, definitely I would give the edge both to the Realme and the OnePlus. Again, I wouldn't say which is best because both of them are very close to each other, but in speakers, definitely these two go ahead. Now, if we move to another thing, and that is regarding the headphone jack. If you guys know me, I love headphones jack because I do prefer that over Bluetooth headsets and stuff. And here, fortunately, the Redmi K20 Pro does retain the 3.5mm headphone jack. As you can see, we have that. And even the Realme X2 Pro has that 3.5mm headphone jack. But sadly, the OnePlus 70 does not have that headphone jack. So you have to rely on Bluetooth headsets. So again, I don't like that on the OnePlus 70. Anyways, let's move to the next topic, and this is regarding the battery life. Here I would say I didn't find a huge difference in terms of battery life. One was just 15 minutes extra compared to others, so sort of neutral. But again, both the Redmi as well as the Realme come with a 4000 milliamp hour battery, and both of them will last you for about 1.5 days easily with regular usage. But again, as I've mentioned, the charging speed is way faster on the Realme because of that 50-watt charger. And now if we talk about the OnePlus 70, in terms of capacity, I would say this one has the smallest 3800 milliamp hour battery. But again, in real world experience, I would say this one also in terms of the battery life was very close to the other. So in terms of stamina time, I won't say any of them have a big edge over the other. But again, in charging time, as I've told you, this one comes the first, this will be the second, and this one will be the last. Anyways, now let's move to the Android versions on this one. As you know, this is the Redmi, so it comes with MIUI. But now, fortunately, we've got the latest update. I just got it about a week ago, and now it's running on MIUI 11, which is based on Android 10. So that is actually a nice thing. So you're getting Android 10 now. It came with Android 9, so that's nice. So you're getting MIUI 11 on this. And again, I won't get into details about these custom UI, MIUI, whatever. So this is typical MIUI that you're getting on this one. Fortunately, we don't get a lot of ads, but again, it's MIUI. And now if we talk about the Realme, as of now, it's running on ColorOS 6.1, which is still on Android 9. So that is something you have to note, guys. But again, Realme has said that this will also be getting the Android 10. For example, if you just watch the video that I posted 2-3 days ago, that's on ColorOS 7. The new Android 10, what Realme will be having, they will name it Realme OS or whatever, is based on ColorOS 7, and that is Android 10. And that will be coming sometime in 2020. So yes, as of now, it's Android 9. But again, this will also be getting that Android 10 with that new UI that Realme is supporting. So I'm also looking forward to that UI. I should be a lot cleaner than this one. And again, the OnePlus 70 came out of the box with Android 10 running over Oxygen OS. And again, guys, you know, Oxygen OS is the thing that most people like. So in terms of UI, if I have to pick one, I would say Oxygen OS goes ahead because it has established that you get updates quickly. It's almost close to stock Android, but very, very fast. And in these two things, I would say I'm sort of neutral. Both of them are custom UI. So again, it will be your preference. You like MIUI more, or the ColorOS, or the upcoming Realme OS that will be coming on the X20 Pro. So this was regarding the UI and Android versions. Now let's talk about the fingerprint. Again, all of them have this AMOLED screen. So all of them are having the in-display fingerprint scanner. And again, as you can see, all of them are really good in terms of the fingerprint scanner. I don't have a winner or a loser in this because all of them are so blazingly fast, as you can see. Also, one more thing that I noticed is that this Redmi K20 Pro, the version that is sold in India, sadly does not have NFC, whereas both this Realme as well as the OnePlus 70 does have NFC. So if you're going to use NFC, that is also something you have to note. Now let's also talk about the cameras, because this is a very important thing. And again, I won't get into that triple camera setup, quad camera setup. The Realme has that quad camera setup, and these others have that triple camera setup. And I would say the camera performance is actually really good on all of these. And to give you an idea, what I've done is I've taken some sample shots side by side with all these smartphones so that you have a very quick idea regarding the cameras. So here are the outdoor samples side by side. Notice the color around the face, and this was the portrait mode. The Redmi zooms in the portrait mode, and notice that the Redmi, the background is overblown. And I manually zoomed the Realme and the OnePlus 70 side by side to give you an idea regarding the difference. And these were taken in completely artificial lighting with all the three smartphones. And here again, I use the portrait mode and the K20 zooms in, whereas the others we don't. With the OnePlus 70, you have the option of zooming in. So here is the side-by-side sample. But now in the wide angle mode, the Realme X2 Pro surprisingly did the best, as you can see with the sample shot. One thing to note is that on the Realme, for the zoom, yes, even the Redmi has that 2x zoom, and even the OnePlus has that 2x zoom. But this Realme is doing something what Oppo did with that zoom. It has that 5x hybrid zoom and that 20x optical zoom. So that 5x hybrid zoom does make a difference when you're zooming in. So that is also something you have to know. Now, if we talk about the last thing is regarding the pricing. Again, here we see quite a bit of a difference. If we talk about the highest priced one, that's this OnePlus 70 that we are having on this one, and this is priced at 38,000, though it comes with that 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 GB of storage. So certainly you're paying that sort of a premium for that OnePlus branding and that Oxygen OS. So this is the most expensive, I would say. Not a bad phone, a pretty good phone, but again, definitely you're paying that premium. Now, if we talk about, let's talk about this Redmi K20 Pro, and the base variant of this one actually comes for 26,000. But again, this is the 6 GB RAM variant that comes with 128 gigabytes of storage. And again, as you know, we don't have NFC in the Indian variant. Now, if you look at this Realme X2 Pro, this starts at actually 30,000. So looks like significantly more, but this comes with actually 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. And you also get that 50 watt super fast VOOC charger. Whereas on this Redmi, you don't get that. You're getting a standard 18 watt charger. Though it supports 27 watts, you have to buy that charger separately. And yes, I would have loved if Realme would have priced it a little bit less, but you are getting that 50 watt charger that really makes a difference. That stereo speakers that also make a big difference, and that 90 hertz display that we are not seeing in this price range. So you're getting quite a bit, and again also NFC if you use it. So you are getting quite a bit of stuff. And yes, this also comes with the new Snapdragon 855 Plus. So yes, Realme is charging a little bit more, but again, if you look at it, you are also getting quite a bit. So again, you have to decide which one is better for you. If I look at it just from a point of view of hardware for the price, definitely if you look at it, the overall list, what extras we are getting with this Realme, then I would say this goes slightly ahead. But anyways, what do you guys think about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.